Solana is our topic for today, and more specifically, how much Solana you need to retire by 2030 or sooner. Now, most of us live our lives hoping to retire when we grow old. But if you tune into this channel, you've probably already made a choice. You are not fond of rules, and you do not respect the status quo. You can't settle for a plan to retire at an age when you're really not that fit to do all the things you've dreamt about doing. You need another plan. Spend 10 minutes on this video, and I can promise you a different approach to your regular retirement plan. I will give you an exact answer as to how much Solana you need to retire before 2030. Okay, let's kick it off. So, why have we chosen Solana for our retirement plan? If you've been in the crypto space for a while, you know that both Bitcoin and Ethereum suffer from painfully slow transaction speeds and with pretty high transaction costs. Not the thing you'd expect from digital money, right? The reason for this has to do with how the blockchains are built. More specifically, security, scalability, and decentralization. This trilemma was described by Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin. Now, Solana's ambitious plan is to solve this trilemma. It is widely believed that blockchains are built in such a way that developers are forced to sacrifice one of the aspects in favor of the other two, as they can only provide two of the three benefits at any given time. The Solana blockchain platform has proposed a hybrid consensus mechanism that compromises on decentralization to maximize speed. This innovative hybrid consensus model combines a unique proof of history algorithm with the lightning-fast synchronization engine, which is a version of proof of stake. Because of this, the Solana network can theoretically process over 710,000 transactions per second without any scaling solutions needed. Solana's cryptocurrency is SOL, S-O-L. It is Solana's native utility token that provides a means of transferring value as well as a blockchain security through staking. SOL was launched in March 2020 and strived to become one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies based on total market capitalization. So, one important question to answer is this: is Solana a deflationary coin? No, Solana is not a deflationary coin. A deflationary coin is one whose supply is decreasing. However, with Solana, the supply of SOL tokens is growing at a predetermined rate. Solana follows an inflation schedule proposed to the community in October 2020. Solana's initial inflation rate is 8% annually, decreasing by 15% year over year, reaching a long-term fixed inflation rate of 1.5% annually. However, there are other factors that affect the total token supply, including the burn rate and slashing. According to Solana documentation, 100% of transaction fees are destroyed. Slashing is the process in which rogue or misbehaving validators lose their staked tokens. They could lose all or part of their stake depending on their violation of operating rules. Considering all of these factors, the current Solana supply stands at around 520 million sols, 64% of which are in circulation, while the rest are locked up due to staking and other reasons. If you want to know more about how Solana works, and more importantly, the risk factors associated with the project, you should check out this video. Okay, so now that you know the basics of what Solana tries to solve, we should look more into how many SOL you need to retire before 2030. But first, if you've gotten any value out of this video so far, hit the like button. If not, feel free to hit the dislike button. Alright then, let's get into what you are really here for. How many SOL tokens do you need to retire before 2030 and live comfortably off for the rest of your life? In every video covering early retirement, we like to follow the same methodology. We start off by estimating the cost of living. The cost of living varies significantly from country to country, and you're required to estimate your cost of living 8 to 9 years down the line in your country. Let's assume you want to retire in the US. We estimate the current cost of living at approximately $4,500 a month. For this calculation, this means $54,000 for 1 year. The median inflation rate in the US for the last 30 years has been 2.4%. Right now, the inflation rate is a lot higher, so let's assume 3% to be the average inflation rate per year going forward. The cost of living in 2030, therefore, will be approximately $70,460. Secondly, to live off of passive income, you need a regular cash flow from your investments. The SOL tokens can earn you staking rewards. The yield of rewards varies from time to time, but as we have seen from other mature cryptos, it generally settles at 5%. For this calculation, I have assumed that you will earn a 5% annual return on the value of your tokens. Plus, assuming that the value of Solana will grow on an average of 1.5% per year after 2030, your annual return will be approximately 6.5%. Ideally, this 6.5% should be sufficient to cover your cost of living every year. The third and final step is to estimate the price of the SOL token 8 years down the line. As you all know, the crypto market is extremely volatile, and just in recent months, the total market cap of the whole crypto market has fallen 74%. Solana itself has been hit hard and is now down more than 85% since hitting an all-time high in November 2021. So this is without a doubt a highly uncertain, and it goes without saying that this is no financial advice. Look at this as a theoretical thought experiment. Still, I've put a lot of effort into researching this, and I've done that to the best of my knowledge. I will give you a conservative price prediction of Solana based on logical explanation and research-backed assumptions. If you don't agree with my calculations, feel free to hit me up in the comment section below. That said, what better time to scoop up some quality projects than right now? Everything is on fire sale. If you believe in the future of crypto, now is the time to get on board, if you ask me. Okay, so we know that Solana is aiming for a revolution, not only in the crypto space, but eventually the whole financial system. Bank of America published a research note saying that the analyst expects Solana could become the Visa of the digital asset ecosystem. That is pretty big. The question is, how do we value this project? There are several ways of doing this, but what I like to do is to make a valuation based on my relative pricing model. Ethereum is, in my opinion, the most logical subject for a relative comparison. Both Ethereum and Solana tokens have no supply limit, and the utility of both tokens are at the back end for supporting the blockchain. Therefore, ultimately, the economics of Ethereum and Solana is more or less similar. At present, the overall market cap of cryptocurrencies is approximately $893 billion. According to the report of Prophecy Market Insights, the global Web 3.0 blockchain market is expected to grow by a compounded annual growth rate of approximately 45%. Even if we assume that the growth in the Web 3.0 market will not exactly translate into growth in the price of crypto, we can assume that the overall crypto market cap will at least grow by half of that rate. That is a rate of 22.5%. Therefore, by 2030, the crypto market will grow to $5.5 trillion. Now, in the past, the share of Ethereum relative to the total crypto market cap has been significantly volatile. But as we can see in the chart, over the last year, the share of Ethereum in black has stabilized to a little less than 20% of the total market cap as compared to Bitcoin in orange, which is a little more than 40% in the last year. I believe Ethereum will retain the 20% share to the overall market cap. But on a conservative estimate, I've considered a 15% share of Ether in the total market cap by 2030. Therefore, the market cap of Ether coins by 2030 will be 15% of $5.5 trillion, which is $825 billion. Now, for Solana, I believe it can easily get up to 20% of Ethereum's market cap. If that's the case, then the market cap of Solana will be 3% of the total crypto market cap, equal to $166 billion by 2030. Now, again, I consider this to be a conservative estimate. Given Solana's planned inflation rate, we can predict the supply of Solana tokens to be around 710 million by 2030. Therefore, I estimate the Solana price by 2030 to be $234. Now, before I answer the big question, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our next explainer video on crypto. Based on the value of $234 by 2030 and our assumption in the first two steps, you need 4,625 Solana coins to live off of for the rest of your life. At the current market price of approximately $34, the value of 4,625 Solana coins is $160,025 in today's value. If you are interested in watching similar videos on how to achieve financial freedom through crypto, we have a whole playlist of videos on the topic. See you next time.